From Silicon Valley to Silicon Roundabout, from emerging markets to advanced industrial economies, there are now thousands of innovation clusters around the world. While often only a few square miles in size, these clusters have been crucial drivers of innovation. Many of the world's most important breakthroughs in science and technology have come from such regions. But how do these innovation clusters emerge? What makes them tick? And what role do multinational companies play in driving their success?
An innovation cluster can be defined as an agglomeration of firms that are co-located in the same area that interact either in a form of cooperation or competition, that as a system, so taken together, tend to be more efficient than they would otherwise be in isolation. An innovation cluster also entails in-depth interactions between the firms, and between the firms other significant institutions located in the same area, such as universities, research centers, and so on and so forth.
Traditionally, people who study entrepreneurship, they have tended to focus on the individual. It's the individual that makes the difference, and individual is everything. And they have almost completely tended to ignore the context in which that individual finds himself or herself.
Multinational firms play a crucial role in shaping the success of clusters by linking the cluster with the global world. Through the network, the internal network of multinational firms, it is actually possible to channel knowledge, innovation. It is possible to facilitate the mobility of people that come to work for the subsidiary of multinational firm located within a cluster, but then might circulate within the local environment.
Multinational corporations have higher resources to devote to the innovation process. They are in general more willing to engage in risky innovation projects, and most of all, they have the possibility, due to the fragmentation of their value chain, to tap into different local capabilities. So in a certain sense, if you think about multinational corporations, they are a physical laboratory in which this idea of exploiting a diverse workforce in order to generate innovation take place.
But with so many innovation clusters to choose from, how do multinational companies decide which ones to locate themselves in? Many factors influence their choices, including infrastructure, connectivity, and the business climate. But since clusters are largely knowledge-based, perhaps the most important factor of all is the talent pool. Multinationals need a large population of highly skilled workers in the cluster or its surrounding region, and they also need diversity to take advantage of different ideas and approaches to solving problems. This means that for a cluster to succeed, it needs a smart immigration policy.
Multinational corporations do not go everywhere and do not engage in high value-added relations with local actors everywhere. They need to have an advantage, and they need to perceive an economic advantage in coming here. The coexistence of different sources of knowledge, different skills, different ideas, different capabilities may be recombined in order to create something that is new and different from what existed before.